Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy the Memphis XLR8 back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we're taking a look at 100 different decks over 100 different days. Today everybody, we're taking a look at some Magnet Warriors, the warriors that like to stick themselves together all magnetic like, and make some nice monsters like Valkyrion and Berserkion, and more importantly, Imperion Magnum. We're combining ourselves with some Adamancipators for some rock abuse. And we're going to have ourselves a nice fun time with a deck that can make quite a few different boards, depending on the sort of hand that you start with. And we're going to just have ourselves a good time with it. You know, do some nice big old plays. So, we got our deck here today. We're going to be showing off on good old Yugioh Pro, showing off the cards, the combos, what have you. A big shout out to Mr. Spicy Boy for today's episode, who requested that we take a look at some Magnet Warriors. And also, a nice shout out to everybody at home. Thank you guys for helping the channel get to 565 subscribers. We're not quite done yet with the 100 days. We still got a ways to go, but you know what? Thank you. I appreciate you. So, without further said, let's go into the deck list and then get right into the duels. So for our main deck, we're playing one each of Valkyrion and Berserkion, the Magnetic Warriors. We have a single copy of the Quakimeru Guardian, one Delta the Magnet Warrior, 3 copies of Adamancipator and Lather. We have 1 Quakimeru Supplier, triple Epsilon the Magnet Warrior, 2 copies of Adamancipator Crystal Dragite, 2 Alpha the Electromagnetic Warrior. We have 2 Beta the Electromagnetic Warrior, double Gamma the Electromagnetic Warrior. We have double Doki Doki, 3 Adamancipator Researcher, 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, triple Polymerization, 1 Magnet Induction, 1 Reasoning, 1 copy of Fossil Fusion. We have 2 copies of Adamancipator Sign, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Born, 1 Call by the Grave, 1 Magnetic Field, and triple Impermanence. As for the extra deck, we have things like IP Masquerena and Nightmare Unicorn. We have Axis Code Talker and Saryuja Skulldread. Got Gallant Granite and Natshuria Beast. We have Adamancipator Raptite, Leonite, and Dragite all at 1. We have Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon and Ravenous Crocodragon Archithis. We have 1 Fossil Machine Skull Convoy and a Fossil Warrior Skull King. And of course, our big bad boss monster, Imperion Magnum, the Superconductive Battlebot. As for the side deck, if you feel like you need another one of Berserkion and Valkyrion for some reason, you are welcome to do so. If you do, I highly recommend something like Trade In, because you don't really want to have your hand full of these. That's why we're playing them at 1, but if you feel like you need more than 1 for whatever reason, I would recommend these just for additional draw power when you need it. As well, you know, you're using Epsilon here to copy the names of your Berserkion or Valkyrion. If you don't want to rely on Epsilon, or you feel like that's not working out enough for you, try Fusion Conscript to just add these to your hand. There's other links, things like Nightmare Phoenix for popping back row if you feel like you need that, but Harpies is usually good enough for that. You also can make other level 9s other than Crocodragon, like good old Trishula. Good for the memes, but I like this because it lets me draw cards and pop things on my opponent's side of the field. We also have things like Gate Blocker if you don't want to run the Quakimerus. This is really good if your opponent's playing Mystic Mine and things like that, because this just negates all field spells. And while that negates our field spell, the field spell we're using, it has its uses, and it's a pretty dang good field spell, but I'd rather negate Mystic Mine than, you know, not have this around. So, if you feel like you need to negate Mystic Mines, go right ahead and throw in some Gate Blockers. As well, you have things like another Magnet Induction if you just want to summon out more magnets from your deck. Twin Twisters if you feel like you need more back row removal. And another Magnetic Field if you feel like you need just be able to bring back more magnets. So, there's the deck we'll be using today on the good old Yugioh Pro. Let's now go ahead into the good old Wild West of Yu-Gi-Oh! Show this deck off, show you how it works, and we'll have ourselves a good old time. Alrighty, our first opponent. Another day and another card game. We want to go first. Don't get to go first, but we have at least Analyzer and Researcher going second. Analyzer does do better going second. Researcher's perfect for first, but Analyzer does pretty good going second. Because I can just straight up summon him from my hand. And this guy's playing some kind of Tenyi deck? With like red, oh man, he's got like Red Eyes Fusion, doesn't he? Don't like that noise. I don't like that noise. That's a noise I don't like to hear. Okay, now I'm more interested. Red Eyes Arc Fiend of Lightning. Ooh. That's an interesting one. That's some interesting text he's playing. Good old Arc Fiend Lightning. So is this just a break? I'll be very disappointed if this isn't just a break. I'm just going to put that out right now. Because if my opponent's going to be playing Red Eyes Arc Fiend of Lightning, of all things, then this better damn well be just a break. Because this is a normie right now. He could play it. So, we'll see. And he's got... What are you going to do with the Vishuda? That's the question. Are you going to link off with this? No. He's going to leave it there. Interesting. Very interesting. So, we got ourselves a hand. It's a hand that does things. Let's go for Analyzer. I can special summon from hand if my opponent has monster I don't. Just really good when we're going second. We'll do the Adamancipator. You all know what Adamancipators do. I've played them a few times on the channel. It's one of those archetypes that just kind of like breaks every other archetype in this game. It's pretty nutty. I already have Valkyrion. So, I should... Yeah, see, normally I don't like to have Valkyrion this early, because that way Delta still has use. Let's go for Doki Doki. Doki Doki. That way, if I can get a poly, things will be golden. Alrighty. That'll work just fine. You know, playing Magnet Warriors again, it reminds me of my youth. Reminds me much of my youth. I remember when I was a kid, I would play with magnets all the time. I had like these little silver balls on the sticks. And I would combine them into like little 2D warrior dudes. Which was pretty fun. Pretty cool thing, man. Yeah. Let's go for Alpha. Go for Alpha. I remember I also had a way of like combining my old Magnet Warriors. Like literally like I was doing fusion with Magnet Warriors when I was in single digits, damn it. Way before Yu-Gi-Oh ever did it. So we got Alpha here. He's the searcher of Berserkion and our Valkyrion. Normally you search Berserkion first. Like I said, you keep Valkyrion in the deck. That way if you need to, you can summon him off of Delta. So we're going to keep summoning out Researchers and Analyzers and all the tuners. Because I don't need to use my normal summon until I decide to normal summon. That's the nice thing about Analyzer and Researcher. Not in that particular order. You can just summon them from your hand with the right setup. Alrighty. Oh, that's a hard one. Again, if Valkyrion... Well, I can summon Valkyrion from my hand, but I don't really need to do that. I'd rather just get Dragite. That way I can potentially draw into Poly. There's my other Poly. Can I draw into my third Poly? That would be nice. I'd like to draw a Poly. Okay, that's not a Poly, but that is a nice thing. Let's back row destroy here. I don't like this back row. This could be anything. I still think it's just a break, and I still hope it is just a break, but might not be. Red Eyes Fang with Chain. Alright, well, it's not the cool stuff, but it is something. So, what do we want to make here for? Let's see. I could make Ravenous Crocodragon using Yeah, that works. We're going to make Ravenous Crocodragon. This is a nice monster, not just because it lets me pop stuff. It also lets me draw 2 cards. So if I can draw into my Poly, even better. Okay, Fossil Fusion, not what I was hoping for, but not bad either. Not bad at all. Let me think here. Let's see, I can summon a Magnet Warrior from my deck if I really needed to, but I really don't need to right now, so I'm just going to summon out Mare Guardian. See, that's the thing with this deck. There's so many different things you can do. Sometimes it's a question of what should you do. Yeah, we're going to make good old Dragite. And I should probably just bounce everything, although this can just come back. But then leaving it in the grave doesn't help either, does it? Well, excavate. Let's see what Dragite thinks about this. Okay, Dragite seems to think I should bounce everything. I respect Dragite's opinion on this. He's a good boy, Dragite. We're just going to go ahead and put all those there. And let me think about this. I could probably OT... Actually, yeah, I can OTK here. Discard 2, target card. Yeah. We're going to attempt to OTK our opponent by discarding our magnets to pop Doki Doki. This will allow me to play Fossil Fusion and fuse into my Skull King, although, yeah, Skull King, because the other guy only can attack monsters. So we're just gonna banish a couple dudes, bring out Skull King. He can attack twice in the battle phase. And that will be game right there, unless my opponent's got something crazy. So, there's a perfect showing of what this deck can do with just a simple opening hand. You know, we didn't get to summon the magnets quite as much, but this deck can fully go into Imperion turn 1 with the right hand. Especially when you start with Epsilon, because he literally just changes into either Berserkian or Valkyrie. So, there's a nice clean OTK with the magnets. Pretty nice start, pretty nice start. And this is a perfect example why we play Crocodragon over Trishula. As cool as Trishula is. So, let's go for Duel 2. Keep showing off what this deck can do. There's a lot of other boards we can make. A lot of different fusions. Well, we have one other fusion. A lot of other synchros. And a couple other links and things. So, let's go for Duel 2. Find someone with a little bit more, you know, a little bit stronger of a deck. Or something. Maybe he just bricked. I don't know. But we'll go for Duel 2 and see what we can get him up with. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And hopefully this time get to go first. Like I said, primarily a going first sort of deck here. And, oh wow, that is like the worst sort of opening hand. You know, that's the thing with these combos. You know, sometimes you will have a board, or rather a hand, you can't do much with. I mean, one tuner will save me. At the very least, I've got Quokimeru Guardian, so I can just, you know, have a negate. I got like all the monster negates in the world basically right now. I've got a monster negate by tributing this. I got 2 imperms. So, certainly not a pretty hand. But sometimes you just gotta have to play through the hand that life gives you. Labyrinth. Alrighty. Not ideal. Unchained Rachea. Target a card you control. Blow it up. This card is destroyed. Special summon Unchained. Okay, I think that's okay. You can't destroy yourself and do that effect, my dude. Yeah, this clearly says you have to destroy it with something other than itself. I know, it's hard to read that line there, but it is there. Alright, so here's what the situation is. We're up against Labyrinth. Unchained Labyrinth, it should be said. So that could be a tricky wicket. Unfortunately, I don't have a way of getting Valkyrian in the grave right now. Tell you, it'd be really nice if I could, but I can't. So we're just gonna go for battle phase. You know, on Labyrinth, they are a fairly decent deck. You know, they like them trap cards of theirs. They like them some trap cards, I cannot lie. So we're just gonna set our Call by the Grave and see where it goes. Reveal Rock in hand. Yes, he can know I have Valkyrian, that's fine. Here you go. There's Valkyrian. You get to know that I am trying to summon this out, as well as, you know, Berserker. I mean, usually I don't summon these as much. That I'm just like, you know, it's more that I use these to fusion into Imperion Magnum, who's just inherently better because he's bigger and mightier. And has an Omni negation. Alright, so what do we draw? Okay, there you go. See, sometimes you just have to wait a turn or two. It's not ideal, especially in this day and age of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where everything's super fast. Fast like lightning. But sometimes that's what you do. Alright, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, that's a hard one. I should just get Alpha. Yeah, that's perfect. So, let's go ahead and boo, 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 boo. And then Matt Alpha's gonna bring back my Berserkion. That way I have him set up. So, who do I make here? Do I just make Crocodragon again? Probably. Yeah, let's just go for Crocodragon again. Crocodragon just amazing in this deck. Because not only do I get my draws, but I can just pop stuff too. Alright, he hasn't actually popped much. That's kind of a good thing. Ooh. Let's see. Level 4 or lower, Earth Rock. Target Magnet Warrior in the grave. Bring it back. God, if only this was something else. If only, if only. So, So, do I want to do anything with this? Because Magnet Field, I can just bring back a Magnet Warrior, but I don't have a Magnet to really bring back, so I'm just going to attack for now. We're gonna dumb this down so hard you're gonna think I'm playing Skill Drain and Summon Limit at the same time, which I am not. So we're gonna go for Arcathis here. Ugh. Don't really wanna, but I'd rather get rid of that field spell of his if I can. Alright. See, if I summon that... Okay, we're just gonna end our turn. We're gonna end our turn, we'll be fine. I'm trying to think a little bit too hard. My opponent, he's just bricking, really. He's just brick-a-bracking. Okay, perfect. That is exactly the top deck of the century. Adamancipator Signs. Monster born for rocks. Any rock. If I had properly summoned Valkyrion, I could have summoned Valkyrion. So, we're gonna just go ahead and put Blue Boy on top. I really do want to summon Imperion. It's just sometimes you just gotta have to put the rocks in the graveyard, man. It's not ideal, but, you know, sometimes you just kind of have to do the things you have to do to win the duel. So, based on what my opponent's done so far, I can pretty much guarantee it's a... well, I could just make him again. Yeah. Doki Doki. Here's the plan. We're going to use Doki Doki to ditch Gamma here. And that will special summon a Beta in attack mode. And Beta is the searcher. The searches Magnet Warriors. We're going to go ahead and search. I mean, it doesn't really matter because now my big boys are in the graveyard. So it doesn't matter that much. But I still like them to be there. So let's go ahead into a Dragite. Boom, boom, boom. I'm pretty sure these are all battle traps at this point. That or my opponent is like a lot smarter than I'm giving him credit for. Could go either way. Okay, so he's got traps. I figured that much. The question is if he had like battle traps. Which I'm pretty sure that's what the rest of these are. So one, I need another. Yep, there we go. We are golden. So, you know, we started off pretty slow, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, we win. Because then I could have just made my Skull King again, and that would have been game right there. So, another win with this deck. We're still not seeing, like, Imperion Magnum. But that's okay. You know, when Plan A fails, you gotta have Plan B ready. And if Plan B don't work, Plan C. And then Plan D, E, F, and G. This was Plan, like, I don't know, H, something like that. Somewhere around Plan H is where we were at. Because we started rather slow. But we were able to just, like, stun our opponent just a smidge. And then, you know, run him over as soon as we drew a tuner, this game was over. So, there's duel number 2 against Labyrinth. I hope Arcfiends do better with their Labyrinth cards. I got Arcfiends tomorrow. Not as many Labyrinth cards, but, you know. Anyway, we're going to be taking ourselves into duel number 3 now. Really just want to summon Imperion Magnum at least once. So, let's go for duel 3. And see how it goes. Alright, yeah, third opponent. Let's keep on going. Don't get to pick again. Let's see. Okay, well, we got both of these dudes, so Alpha's completely useless. But I do have Imperm, so if I need Imperm, that's something. We're up against Trickstars. That is literally the worst thing it could have been, is Trickstars. Dang old diddly Trickstars. If he has that dang old diddly trap of theirs, I'm just in a sad place, because he'll just banish my Valkyrian and my Berserkion, and I'll be a sad boy. That's for sure. So, we're up against Trickstars. We've seen Trickstars a million times in a row. Don't it just suck? It sucks a lot. Is that I start with both of my boys. But he hasn't played it yet, so maybe. Maybe he doesn't have it yet, or maybe he's just really slow to do it. Usually, no, he's just got Solemn Strike. Alright. That's fine, actually. That is agreeable. Because we are going to activate Signs to bring back our electromagnetic warrior. That way, I can tribute him during my opponent's turn and summon more things. Also, this is bigger than that. So, there's a thing. Alright, so we're up against Trickstars. Again, I'm just really worried about when he finally plays that reincarnation. Which is going to be bad news bears for me. So, he is going to attack into my Gamma. And we're just going to go ahead and tribute, Gamma off just to deck thin a little bit. Or conversely, my opponent could be playing all of that stuff. I shouldn't be surprised whatsoever, but I am. I am still a little surprised at that. Please don't let me lose to Trickstars just because my hand wasn't great. I don't want that to be a thing. All I need is Polly. Polly wants a cracker. All I want's a Polly and a cracker. Okay, can I have a cracker, please? I would love a cracker. Just one. Okay, I'll count that as a cracker. Might not look like a cracker, but I'm gonna call that a cracker. Alrighty, Analyzer. Very nice. So now, it's a little bit of a luck thing, where if my opponent had his reincarnation, yeah, I'd have a new nice hand. But I'd also have a whole lot less stuff that I would like on the bird. I would have a lot less thing. I wouldn't be able to go for my usual twosome. Let me think. I don't have nearly enough Magnet Warriors to make Delta the worth it. So we're not going to do that. So instead, we're going to bring back Gamma, since, now I have a monster with different name and all that good stuff. And, yeah, let's go ahead. Gamma, summon back Alpha. Hey, very nice. Let's go for Yugioh. You know what? The game is clearly trying to get me to summon Imperion Magnum, so I'm going to give it a shot. We didn't get Imperion Magnum, but I got a tuner. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. I really hope that is really difficult. That's a really difficult one. Alright, I really hope I don't need that spell. Why is the damage doubled? Oh yeah, because I added a whole bunch of stuff, that's right. Right. Okay. I think that's okay. Should be okay. I mean, I'm taking a lot of damage doing this, and he still has Korribane, which is not a good thing by any means, but it is what it is. Uh-oh. Yugioh Pro, don't you dare die on me. Yugioh Pro, come on. I activate Analyzer, or Researcher, whatever her name is. I need to activate the effect. Okay, there we go. Game came back. For a second there, I thought we were dead. Oh, and there's that dang polymerization that I want so bad. The game is taunting me. Taunting me, I tell you. No, I don't get to dump, because obviously I've already used that effect, but we're just going to keep on keeping on. Let's go for Raptite. Nope. And come on, Raptite. If I can just get myself another tuner, that would be nice. Another Poly. Okay, no. Go for... Delta. Delta. Summon Valkyrion. That would be cool. I don't think that really helps me, though. Not really. I really just wanted that dang old Poly. That Poly is just dangling in front of my nose, man. Oh yeah, I don't get the thing. I don't. So we're just gonna have to go for battle in this case. We're just gonna have to go for battle. Can he kill me with Korribane? I don't think he can. I mean, he'll probably still play it, but I should still live. Yeah, I'll take 700, but that's not that bad. The only thing I worry about, again, is the existence of reincarnation. That's the only thing he's got that really, like, affects me in a negative way. Alright, touch and go. We have very little life, but he has very little stuff. Plus, I still have Imperm if I ever need it. Add a Trickstar monster from grave to hand. Oh no, he's just gonna get a Korobane. Dang it. Dang Korobane and your Korobaneness, how dare you? And then this is giving him tokens. Alright. So you actually gonna go for Link Summon? Okay, so this is the Link variety of Trickstars, apparently. I was thinking it was just another burn deck, but apparently not. No, Bloom. Oh wait, actually Bloom. Yes, give me Polly. Polly wants a cracker. Actually, is that a smart... Yeah, I can survive one Bloom. I can survive that. Go ahead, make me draw a card. That's fine. Guardian? Alright, that's not bad. Oh, he gets another token. Okay, I was about to say, what is he doing? He gets another token. He can't do Bloom again, so that's good. That's tricky. Okay, Holly Angel. Trickstar is summoned. So we made that 4,000 with Korobane. So that's 1,200 damage plus 200 damage, so... Unless I top deck into Polly, I'm kind of dead. We'll see. No, there's no point. Yep, that's gonna be a tricky workout, ladies and gentlemen. They can't use anything else. I mean, I'll take that 12, and I'll take 2 off of this. So, pretty much, heart of the card. This is literally a heart of the cards moment here. Where I either top deck into Polly, or he just makes Glove Witch, and that helps me even better. That helps me twice as much, because now he will take... He won't be doing no more damage here, not this turn. If this card is destroyed, summon a Link 2 or lower Trickstar from the extra deck, then inflict damage for every card they control. So if I... Wait. If this is destroyed. Very important distinction. What else does this do? When this special summon 200 damage for every card they get, this Link summon card is destroyed, summoning thing, then inflict 200. Okay. I think this is going to be the comeback of the century, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be like, do I get anything? I get Doki Doki. I mean, Doki Doki better than nothing. He is, in fact, better than nothing. So, yeah, I think we are actually going to survive this. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I'm going to say it anyway. Delta. Yeah. Yeah, Delta. Delta. Yeah. Send a Magnet Warrior, sure. Guarantee that this works. I really... let me think about this. Okay. So what we're going to do here is make Masquerena using these two. Make Masquerena. That activates Delta. So then I banish 3 Magnet Warriors. Summon Valkyrion. And then, unless the cards are totally against me, this will work. Because then I can just bounce his stuff. Come on, rock. There we go. Okay, we're good. Woo! That was a tricky one. That was a very tricky one. We're only going to bounce the 1 card because we don't want to give him any more stuff. Alrighty, I think that's game. Pretty sure. Alright, that was a very tense duel. I thought I was dead for sure. That is... You cannot get much closer than that. So, at the very least, we got to summon out Valkyrion. We got a little bit more Magnet Warrior action. Still not seeing Imperion. But, come on, that was damn close. We had them both to start. But regardless, we were able to out Trickstars. Although, to be fair, if he had started with Reincarnate, things could have been a lot dicier, but it's all good. So, there's Duel 3. Let's go for one more duel, because I really just want to summon out Imperion Magnum. That's what I want to do. That's what I set out to do. Let's go for one more duel, and see if we can turbo out the biggest battle bot of them all. Alrighty, our fourth and final opponent. Don't get to go first. And this guy's calling himself Fish. That implies this is a fish deck with... Oh, okay, never mind. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon. Alright, that's not terrible. Granted, if he's got... Well, he's got the Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, which is always a bit annoying, but I have outs to that, so... It could be worse. It could be significantly worse. And we do have our Imperm, so... It ain't perfect, but it's something. Plus, you know, I've got Beta. So I can summon Beta, search Alpha... Summon Gamma off Induction. I got stuff and things. I got stuff and things. So, he'll have the Jet Dragon. So, if this thing battles, it, like, bounces me, right? This card battles, targeted card, opponent controls, return to the hand. Okay, then. That is a thing. So, let's go ahead and summon out Analyzer, because we just top deck our boy. You know, I do like the Adamancipator engine. It really does help with rock decks, but sometimes I wish it were just easier to summon out, you know, Valkyrion and stuff. I mean, that's what Absalon is supposed to be for, is helping to cheat out the battle bot. But as you can clearly see, he's not here. He ain't here, therefore it don't matter what he do. Alright, where's Blue Boy? I'd love to have Dragite here. No Dragite. What? Potential. A lot of potential. Let's go for Delta. Might actually be able to summon both of these. That would be something rather special. So we're going to go for Delta, the Magnet Warrior. He's got something, but we can't really worry about that at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and summon out Beta, the Magnet Warrior. That'll get me my Alpha. And I still have my Magnet Induction, so we have the potential to make quite the setup here. Depending, of course, on what this guy's playing. Dogmatica Punishment. Alright. So he's going to ditch Natis. Well, that's what Call by the Grave is for. Darn. I was going to do something cool. I was going to summon out Valkyrion and Berserkion, but not allowed to do that. Unfortunate. So, Call by the Grave on the Natis. I really don't need that to be blowing up my stuff. And also, let's go for Supplier. You know, I get a straight up summon Supplier because a rock left the board. It's one of the things about Quackimera Supplier, you know. You wouldn't think a Quackimera card could do you much good, but this is actually surprisingly good. Not just for searching out monsters, but for just, you know, field presence. Field presence. Alright, so let's go ahead for our Magnetic Induction. We'll summon out Gamma. Yep. Good old Gamma. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Delta didn't survive. I was really hoping to summon Valkyrion and Berserkion, and dang it, I could have made... Yeah, I could have made Saryuja and possibly drawn into Poly. That's what I wanted to do. Unfortunately, he had that Dogmatica thing. This guy's a Dogmatica. Alright. So, we'll get our Berserk... At least we have Berserkion. I can't blow this up. I can still special summon things, though, so that's cool. Do I still have my normal summon? No, I don't. I used Beta for that. Although I could summon Saryuja and normal summon this and do other things. Is it worth the risk? Is it worth the risk? We'll give it a shot. Boom, 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 boom. Saryuja. So we'll go for Saryuja and hope for the best. Might have been a bad idea, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Sometimes you just gotta have to jump right into the ocean. Even if there's like 50 great whites in the water with you, just kind of jump in there. Alrighty, what do we have for this? Okay, Dragite, that's good. That's even better than Guardian. And I have another Perm. I've got Signs. Oh boy, what do I put back? That's the problem. What do I put back in this situation? Those... There's so many thoughts to think. Don't you hate it when there's too many thoughts for thinking? Sometimes that happens. So we're going to go for Dragite here. And screw me, but I could bring back Delta and then synchro that off. Temptation. So many temptations. You know what? We're on the 4th duel. I'm going for it. I don't care if this is a good idea or not. I'm giving it a shot. We'll summon it back forth. Deal to the Magnet Warrior. Oh, actually, no, wait, no, this is a bad idea, because, okay, 1, 2, 3... No, that was the wrong move. Because I need to have those 3 in the grave to summon Berserkion. Oh, well. You know what, this will be on the field for one later. You know, if this guy somehow survives, I will be able to, you know, give that a shot. Yeah, so let's go for Adamancipator Dragite. Hopefully bounce the Jet Dragon. Okay, Jet Dragon bounce. And Valkyrion, of course, has to tempt me by showing his face. So let's bounce this and bounce that. There you go. And is this an OTK? I don't think this is an OTK. But it is going to be a lot of damage. So let's summon out Berserkion, the Electromagnetic Warrior. Do I have another warrior in the... Oh, we'll never find out. Did I have another Electro dude in the... Yes, I did. So I could have popped his field spell. So, there's a win. There you go. At least, I summoned Valkyrion, and I summoned Berserkion. So, good enough. Good enough, I suppose. And I guess, you know, we didn't get to summon Imperion, but at least all of our plans other than Imperion worked. It wasn't just Imperion Turbo. It was a smorgasbord of things. So let's go for the end screen now, and we'll talk more about this deck. Alrighty, everybody, Magnet Adamancipator's 2022 version. We got 4 wins. You know, some of them were a lot closer than others. That I honestly thought we were going to lose that Trickstar duel. To be honest, I thought I was already marking that down as a loss, but we managed to come back from that one. And you know, this deck, you get an opening hand that works for you at the very least, and it's not that hard to win with this deck. It really just depends on, you know, that one opening hand determines a lot with this deck. If you just get yourself a little bit of tuner action, a few non-tuners, things work out pretty good for you. And sadly, we never got to summon Magnum, which is sad, because he is a very good boy. He does a lot of stuff. But, you know, every once in a while, he just doesn't show his face. I mean, in testing, I was able to summon him out a few times. But it just really depends, you know, you just need to have that Poly, and if you can have Poly and Epsilon and at least one of these, or however you do it, you know, just get them out and things work good for you, but didn't happen today. Didn't happen today, but at least you got to see some of the cool stuff this deck can do, summoning things like the Fossil Warrior and the Crocodragon, and I didn't get to show off Beast, but Beast is a thing, and so our Yugioh is a good boy. So, I'm happy with how the deck worked out. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, make sure to hit the like button to let me know that you enjoyed this deck. And, you know, leave a comment in the comments letting me know how much you like Adamancipators and Magnet Warriors. And, you know, if you'd like help the channel get bigger, just hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate it very much. Because we are still getting, you know, we got 25 days left in the 100 days, 24 now. Trying to get to 600 still. So, thanks for watching. Next time on the show, we're taking a look at Arc Fiends. Ooh, Arc Fiends. And so, we'll have ourselves a good time with that. So now, for now, your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, signing out. I'll see you guys again next time. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and y'all have a good time.